Where is the expense book? Do you have it?
I left everything.
Do you have it? Can you find it now?
No, please. Sir.
Okay. So how did you do all this without informing me?
The information was that when we were trying to do it, we told you.
Welcome back to the Jollof and Wi-Fi studios. My name is Flo. If this is your first time watching our channel, please consider subscribing for us. Put us on post notifications so that you're notified whenever we upload a new video. Yes, I know we've gone, we haven't posted for a while, but we are back. Today, we are talking about a video, and I'm actually going to title this video, "This is Why Africans Have Trust Issues." So a story was posted on X by the State News, and this is what it says. "They have been stealing from my water factory and engaging in fraudulent activities. I invested heavily in this business, including funds from investors. Yet you allegedly used another company's labels to produce water here and kept the proceeds. The expense book has gone missing, but the hidden cameras captured everything and even used my vehicle to transport the water, making me believe it was my own product. Don't say anything, just pack your bags and leave." A Ghanaian business owner accused some employees of allegedly stealing from his water factory, using another company's labels to produce water and diverting the proceeds after reviewing footage from hidden cameras.
Where is the expense book? Do you have it?
I left everything.
Do you have it? Can you find it now?
No, please. Sir.
Okay. So how did you do all this without informing me?
The information was that when we were trying to do it, we told you that we're having face issues. And at length,
No. The question I'm asking you, how did you allow yourself to bring another company, Diamond Water, to come and produce water in our machines, in our production room? How? How did all this happen without me knowing?
Boss, I have to be sincere.
You have said you have to be sincere so many times, but
we were trying to create relationship with Diamond Water.
You want to create a relationship with your competitor?
No, boss, I have to tell you. Diamond Water was having enough customers and it was having riders. And we were having issues with the rider because our car was having issues with it. So I wanted to make that when we produce the water, then his riders would come and take it as a factory price. So that was when we came back again to the group that we wanted to agree with the factory price.
My question now is that why did you take all these decisions without me knowing? When Shadrach, you have spoken to Shadrach, Shadrach said, this thing, Big G will not agree. And I know Shadrach knows that I will not agree. I will have never agreed. So how did you bring a different company to the factory to come and produce water? Mintias, you brought a different brand. And I never knew this until the security man himself had to open up today. Why didn't you tell me?
We were frustrated.
You were frustrated about what?
Oh, boss, we were frustrated. We were moving up and
so the frustration is why you allow another company to produce water on the machines and you sold it, collected the money without me knowing, without my knowledge.
No, the knowledge
what is the frustration? The frustration is what?
We weren't trying to steal from you, say.
You were not trying to steal. So
open. I was trying to be open and be sincere here. We were working very well. Things were going on nice. We started facing issues.
Okay, so we've been having conversations on stuff like this for a while. You know, when it comes to business owners and their employees, usually it looks like the employees try to take advantage of business owners, especially in Ghana. Probably goes on in other African countries as well, but especially in Ghana. In Ghana, when you employ someone, you have to double check their track record. You have to keep a keen eye on the person. They will sell the company while you think you own the company. This is not the first time you're talking about something like this. I came across a video the other time on X as well, where I think it was a young lady as well who had a company. And apparently some of her employees were selling her things and then keeping the money. Or they would get the clients to come buy things that they have bought for themselves in the name of the company because they trust the lady. They trust the company. And they are using means and ways to gain their own proceeds. This is the issue with Africa. This is why a lot of people go abroad, they make money, and they are afraid to invest back in Africa because the people that they are going to employ are going to end up stealing from them. We also did a video about a young man who also closed his employer's company and traveled to Canada. He basically sold everything that was in the shop and traveled to Canada. And you could see the young man crying his eyes out on social media because that was a company that he had invested money into. And the employee was someone that he had helped on countless times. But this man still went ahead and stole money from him. So what at all is our issue? I don't know where this kind of mentality comes from. When you employ someone, the first thing they think about is, how can I use this company to make my own money? If you want to do something on your own to make money, that is fine. But why do you have to use the image of the company that has employed you to do that? I wish everyone could start something on their own. I wish everyone could have their own ideas and make their own money and still have their 9 to 5s. And that is perfectly possible. But when it gets to a point where you have to hurt someone, you have to steal from someone before you make your money, then it is wrong. Especially in a country where we claim to be religious. If you are not Christian, you are Muslim in Ghana. If you are not Muslim, you are a traditionalist. And in none of these religions do they teach or condone the idea of stealing. In none of the 3 religions. None. So how is it that we are either Muslim, Christian, or traditionalist, but still we tend to steal from the companies that have employed us? That means there is an issue. There is a mentality issue. That means our parents have taught us that when you get into this company, you have to try and make as much money as you can before you leave. So when people are employed, the first thing they think about is, how can I make my own money from this company before I leave? They don't think about, how can I make this company better so I can get a better job opportunity to help grow this company. If you have a better job position in the company you are in, you are going to be paid much more. If you show your worth to your employer, there is no reason for him to not give you what you are worth. I know in Ghana sometimes systems do not work, yes. But the alternative is, if you steal and you get caught, you could be arrested. In this case, the man was asking the guy, where are the what's it called, books? The record books, the expense books, to check. And the guy was saying, it is here, it is lost, it is this, like so many excuses. At some point, he said that he was trying to create what was it called, a relationship with the said company, who they were manufacturing. Create a relationship because their vehicle once spoiled and the excuses that he's giving, you can clearly tell that he's just making them up as he goes. He's clearly making up the excuses. So why do we have to feel the need to steal from people? When someone looks at your resume and they say, "Oh, you've worked there," or sometimes you don't even have that much track record. So they decide to take a chance on you. Let me give you the job, and then the first thing you do is to steal from the person. I know the conditions can be bad. Sometimes the employers treat us very badly. They don't care about us. But stealing is an offense, and they are lucky that the man did not arrest them. He told them to pack their things and go. If it was me, I would have charged them. When you are pushing, working hard, being a good employee in a company, and you have other people taking advantage of the system to make their own money, at the end of the day, you all get fired because they don't know who is doing what is good and what is wrong. So they will come and then they will fire all of you. Because they can't trust anyone. So do you believe that this man will want to do another company and employ more people? And even if he does employ more people, do you think he's going to trust them? Do you think he's going to leave his company to them? Do you think he's going to, probably the way he relied on these people, do you think he's still going to do the same thing? He's going to be around watching them like a hawk. Watching them like a hawk. I don't know about the hidden cameras. I don't know if it's allowed. Obviously, it is his property. But if the employees were not informed that they had cameras there, I don't know if it's legal in Ghana. I'm not sure. So maybe that is also why he has not, taken it to the police, because maybe it might be an offense. I'm not too sure. You can check and see. But if he put the cameras there without their notice, without their knowledge, and they did it, even though it is wrong what they did, but if we were spying on people without their knowledge, I think that one too can be an offense for the owner of the company. But I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section. This is the first video we are doing since we took a little break from posting. But yes, we are back. My name is Flo. As I said, if this is your first time, consider subscribing to the channel for us. Put us on post notifications so that you're notified whenever we upload a new video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.